Oh, 100 in the fucking basement. 100 shoulders, tell your face.
Welcome to the Friend of Flower podcast. My name is LMC. This is episode 23, and we have a very, 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 very special guest. And I don't do four varies ever. And I'm so excited to have CJ Humboldt of Black Market Vikings on the show. Thank you, CJ, for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me, bro. I'm honored.
Bro, you're an OG, bro. I'm honored, dude. Seriously, man. Like,
this is cool.
yeah, bro. Because how I first found out about you, man, is I was in a meeting one day and someone sent them, like, I think it was like when you guys released the first Black Market, the Black Market Vikings movie. And everyone was like, bro, this is fire. This is what's needed. This is like, and like the first thing that came to my mind was, or what people were like, when I was like a meeting with a couple people, and they were like, this is like Trailer Park Boys mixed with like Black Market Cannabis mixed with like it. Like I said right before we started recording, why is Netflix not giving y'all a fucking deal? I don't know why, a media company hasn't, because it's just a matter of time. Y'all are about to pop.
I'm hoping something pops. So yeah, I think it's a matter of time. But like what's coming out with the way the digital marketing is working now, we might end up making more money just having a link in our bio where you pay $5 a month. You never know.
Yeah, bro.
Things are
Keep it independent, bro. Don't join the label. All right.
I think like maybe. So I love the comparison to the Trailer Park Boys because, I remember the first time I saw Trailer Park Boys, I just got out of prison, 2008. Like literally just got out, bro. I've been out 24 hours. And my wife at the time, she set me down, and she's like a very smart individual. She went to college. She's like, I need you to sit down and I need you to watch these dudes because these dudes are fucking hilarious and you're going to like this, right? And I remember I fucking like, when you find a good series, you kind of board up the windows and just go on a sick one. Yeah. I went on a sick one, bro. I watched 4 times, bro, for the next 30 days. That's all I did. Just sit in the house, smoke, try to chill, and watch Trailer Park Boys. And it actually got me through a very tough transition in my life and inspired me. But it took a long time for me to let that inspiration kick in, I guess, until I went back to prison again. And I was doing stand-up in there, and kind of when I had to believe, I'm like, all right, these dudes are a group of guys who were friends first that started making funny shit together. And I'm like, I'm going to do this with my friends. And I love the comparison because these are dudes that I like kind of look up to. Like, let's be real. These dudes are like goats. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
But the Black Market Vikings, this is America.
Bro, yeah.
We're not talking about a bunch of Canadians.
It's not Canadian, A. It's not Canadian. Yeah, no, 100%, bro. 100%.
On top of that. So we'll add a little spice to that shit.
And the cannabis, the industry is starting to expand right now. Like the timing of everything, right? That's fate, bro.
But and like I seen a lot of people make that comparison, but what I would like them to see eventually as this builds and grows, the comedy is just like a very small little portion of like what I do. Like I write script, I write screenplay. I'm raw at that shit.
Hell yeah,
raw,
bro.
You know what I mean? I have an 8th grade education, but I can write a book. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro. Our education system's shit, bro. Right? Our education system's stupid.
I'm hoping that at some point we're gonna make a movie that has like a little bit of substance, that's not characters, not joking around, but that's like a real movie. Like you remember the movie Kids?
Yeah.
About the skaters in New York.
Mm-hmm.
It was an independent film at the time. It blew up. It was a pretty gripping movie at the time too. It was about HIV and shit. It was just a very gripping movie. It was like once you started watching, you couldn't stop. I'm hoping that we get to make one that's kind of like about weed, but like not like Jay and Silent Bob style, jokery, like a real fucking trap movie.
Yeah.
That's weed. Like Savages, but real, not Oliver Stone.
Bro, I was about to make that reference. I was writing my notes last night, and I was like, oh, I don't know if you would know about Savage, bro. That right there is like, I was like, dude, that's just like a Hollywood, like somebody that doesn't really know about like.
That movie's porn bucket. Go fuck yourself, Oliver Stone. I hope I get famous enough to be in person with him one day. I'm gonna tell him to go fuck himself.
Bro.
If he doesn't hire me and give me money, then I'll.
Exactly. Then you're chilling.
Yeah.
But
I remember watching that movie thinking, oh man, what the fuck?
Like we could do this. Like we could.
And it's a weird thing we're a very lost and forgotten section of cannabis. I feel like too. Like if you think of like Humboldt to the Canadian border, the Northwest Pacific, we are our own cannabis culture. We're not the Bay Area. We're not LA. We're not Colorado. like the Northwest Pacific, the Oregon coast, all this area right here, we have kind of like somewhat of our own culture and cannabis vibes. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, bro, this is what's been supplying, you know, all of America, bro.
Redneck was.
Keep going.
I'll tell my buddy, we have dreadnecks. My internet is
The dreadnecks? That's hella funny.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I can hear you, bro. No, we're good.
He's like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, dude, we have motherfuckers out here in the hills driving big ass diesels with dreads and shit, and they're like, they're hippie, but they're not.
But
you know what I mean?
not.
They're like a Northwest Pacific weed growing. They're a hippie that evolved into whatever the fuck they had to be. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, we're about to get into that, bro. Yeah, no, 100%, bro. And we're about to, bro. So let's real quick. So this kind of goes into this. So real quick, you know, I'm from Seattle, you know, definitely, you know, Northwest for sure, but not, you know, I'm definitely not from Humboldt, right? I saw you know, I've known about Humboldt for years and stuff, right? Even though I'm still a young cat, but it's obviously world famous. And then I saw on Netflix the documentary Murder Mountain, and I really wanted to know your opinion on that documentary. If you had any like thoughts on it, I'm very interested in that too.
Well, I think my thoughts would be biased, being that I know a lot of the people involved.
Okay.
Personally, you know what I'm saying? So I know like the movie was kind of, you know, the cops kind of exaggerated a little bit. It was made dramatic. But I know
documentaries, they have to do that, dude. They do that.
Murder Mountain itself has its, you know, history or whatever, but that's like normal Humboldt. That's what I call it. Normal Humboldt, not Murder Mountain. Normal. Not just
one mountain. Yeah.
I will vacation there with the kids without a worry. It's nothing compared to the other parts they don't talk about in the movie. Tell them to make one called West Eureka, and let's see what happens. It's like the government handed out meth on Halloween.
bro, okay, what, bro? And like, I knew it was, bro. I
remember watching that and like thinking, damn, this is the only thing that people are gonna be say Humboldt. The first thing they're gonna say is Murder Mountain, which had happened. I was in Connecticut, and my family was like, "Yo, we just watched Murder Mountain. Like, we're worried and shit." Like, my family from Connecticut, and I'm like, dude, I'm the scariest motherfucker out there. I'm not worried about shit. You ever heard of Cracker Jack, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? I run around that bitch. The people that the villains in that movie are terrified of me.
Bro, they check in with me, bro. They check in with me. Yeah, no, that's wild.
I think the production was awesome. I think it was a good idea, and it was good for white market cannabis. It was propaganda. You have to understand that was propaganda made and orchestrated and even co-produced with the police department.
Yeah.
Make marijuana seem like a dangerous trade. To make it seem, it's propaganda.
It's propaganda in a number of different ways, but like, I was doing a little research on last night randomly too, and I saw like the police, and maybe this is part of the whole, you know, the whole act or whatever, but the police were saying, they're like, we don't really like how they portrayed us, even though they got a pretty good, like, they made these, like, I don't know. I think there's a lot of different like elements at play here. I think they definitely interwove, you know, they intertwined. Keep going.
Well, it wasn't their first experience with television or production. The same group of individuals in law enforcement had already had a show called Pot Cops.
Oh, okay.
So this wasn't their green production attempt. This was something, you know.
Damn, I didn't know that. Actually, I did not know that at all.
Yeah, so this was not something that was new. For a while, their Discovery Channel was running around this motherfucker trying to pay people to be involved in shit for months when cannabis first popped. You know what I'm saying?
I think I remember this show, bro. It's like just a bunch of assholes going cutting down people's plants and like, we caught these bro. Yeah.
So you have to look a little deeper.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, dude.
Produced and made and written by the same people who put together Pot Cops, and it was a different story and a very sad one. Somebody died and other people end up dying. You know what I mean? It's very sad, you know. But it's a cold reality of the mountains here, and a part of the culture that's kind of like frowned upon. You know what I mean? And you know what's weird about it is the part that's frowned upon are usually the locals. You know, it's usually the people that are like third generation Humboldt that are running around fucking yakking people down with rifles in broad daylight over a fucking half pound of trim. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that shit. But
that's not. Like, this is not. Don't let that movie or that show portray this as this dangerous place. This is a place where you go and you go see the sights and you have fun and the vibe is awesome. you just don't go get involved in things you don't need to be involved in, and you're going to be safe, just like you would in Seattle. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
I go to Seattle at the time of my life, and I go running around involving myself in shit I don't need to be involved in.
Yeah.
Something could happen, you know? I think it's like, you know, but dude, it was a popular show. They got a lot of streams off that shit.
Bro.
People were interested in what was happening out here.
They knew how to shape no, absolutely. And once I saw that, I was like, whoa. And then I heard, you know, maybe like a year or two later about you. And then I hear a couple other things. And then personally, you know, like something that I cover on one of my channels is, you know, I talk about the illegal market, the black market, you know, because I kind of grew up in medical. Like when I got, you know, I started working in the medical industry in high school because I got my car when I was 17. And medical is pretty much, I mean, you know, medical's got 1 foot legal, 1 foot in illegal, obviously. But going back to Humboldt really quick, what was crazy to me, dude, is that scene, and tell me if this is exaggerated, but when the dudes on the ATVs were giving the police an escort.
Me personally, I don't think that was like exaggerated or fake. Were they brandishing weapons, telling the cops it's okay for you to go here? Probably yes, because all those cops are behind gates. Roads they've been having to access are going through private property. So it's not uncommon for people to approach you out there, whether you're a cop. You could be a Department of Forestry, a federal agent. I might draw down on you, make you identify yourself before I let you go any further, because you're now we're sharing roads with neighbors and county roads, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, I don't think that was exaggerated, but were they like brandishing weapons like, we'll kill you? No. But were they definitely pulling up, what are you here for? You know what I'm saying? Why are you here? Yeah, because you have to understand, you're 2.5 hours into the woods without a single business or anything anywhere near you. So cop or not, we're going to stop you and ask you what the fuck's going on. We want to know what's going on. And they know when the wrong cops are coming, because they don't come in a couple trucks. They come in a full convoy with like the National Guard almost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
they come with the army.
They're going to roll up on maybe a 1 or 2 vehicle convoy. Yeah, and ask what the fuck's going on. They might come take some pictures or be nosy or be rude. The same way in Seattle, if I park just tweaking in my car for cars, I might come outside, but hey dog, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't catch that last part.
So it's not exaggerated, it's real, but I don't think it's like if I parked outside your house and you're looking out your living window and I'm just out in my car chilling for like an hour. Yeah, you might come out front and be like, hey guy, what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, absolutely. I think it's like with Humboldt, it's a lot more spread out, right? There's and like, bro, in Seattle, bro, trust me, you know, I grew like, bro, people get popped out here. People get murdered.
Yeah,
definitely,
no, I know.
Like without a doubt. And it's
like,
just there's less like, you know, more density in population, maybe more shit happening.
But the same rules apply if someone's being nosy or they want.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think it was exaggerated. I think it's very real and it does happen. But like the way they produced it made it dramatic and it was kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? But one part about that I thought that was kind of fake is when the Mexican dude comes and he wants to get paid. And he's like, I'm not paying you because you molded my greenhouses, and tells the dude to fuck off. Remember that part?
I'm trying to remember right now.
Mountain.
Yeah, but which, because there was which character was it? Because
some dude. Can't remember which dude this was. Maybe Doobie Brothers or something like that. The dude that wanted the bed and breakfast on his property.
Oh, I think it is. That Dookie? Is that Dookie Brothers?
So outside of the murder story, I don't really know the dudes from Shelter Cove that were in that movie or in that show. Yeah. But I remember there was a scene where a worker comes and tells him, I want to get paid. And he's like, you're not being paid because you molded my greenhouses. Fuck off. And when he leaves, he like throws a rock through the window as he leaves or something.
Oh, yeah. That's Dookie Brothers. I think you're right. I think it was. I might be wrong. Yeah.
That was fake.
Yeah.
That was fake.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. No, that's not happening. You know what I mean?
No.
You're gonna pay those dudes. If not, you know, they're not gonna break your window on the way. Fine, don't pay me for 6 months of work. Here's a window breaking and drive off. That was so fake. That was totally fake.
Yeah, bro. You need to do. You know how you see like some of those. I don't know if you've seen them on YouTube or anything, but they're like real doctor responds to doctor shows, or real cop responds to like cop shows. Do like a review like murder.
Break them down.
Yeah, bro. No.
I've been arrested over 23 times, right? Yeah. No, that's why I do the cop impression so good. I've been arrested 23 times.
You know it, dude. Yeah, that's wild.
So I got it down pretty fucking good.
You do, bro. No, you really do. You really do.
I think with what I'm trying to make is
is going to be something that exposes you to the same side that Murder Mountain would expose you to, okay? But in such a real way.
But it's real, yeah.
It might do two things. It might make you laugh at one point, but my goal is to make you cry, to show you how real it can get in a drop of a dime in this culture, in these mountains and shit. So I'm going to make a movie. It's going to be about 45 minutes long. And my goal is not to make you laugh. It's to make you stay so gripped to that screen that at some point you cry because you realize how this art that I'm pushing through is, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro. Anything
like
I can do to help, bro.
On Instagram and shit. Laugh at people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I mean, I want you guys to come, and when you come, bro, you'll see it's such a weird place on earth. I mean, imagine going somewhere where 88% of the community doesn't have a job. They all depend on cannabis, which was illegal up until 2 years ago.
And that's wild to me. And that's actually that's a great segue. You know, I guess we're going to bounce around here a little bit, but you've said in that GW, what's the name of that channel, by the way, so we can
GW Smoke Break TV.
Yeah. Shout out to the homie, by the way, too. He does dope stuff, man.
He be out here grinding.
Bro, really though, and yeah, I definitely want to talk to him soon. But you know, a few different quotes that I heard you say, which really stuck out to me, is like, you know, you're living in like $1 million trap. Like, you're living in a region that's millions of dollars a trap, right? Like, and also too, like, you know, I've heard the ghost times 10, but really what I guess my question is though, is like, how was your experience that, you know, you've talked about in that interview, but how was your experience growing up and how has it changed? Like how has the market shifted? Like, what's the mindset of like, you always have the potential to make money, like from this plant, make millions. You just got to put the work in, and there's no government there really, right? It's really just you.
No. Our local government now, since the legalization, has become crazy, just overlord of the whole thing. Yeah. And it's on its realm of destruction. Absolutely. The last 2 years have probably been the worst 2 years for the black market. You know, the price is up because the demand is high, but the amount of people that are still doing it is way lower. When I was a kid, that's all there was. That's all there, which caused another dynamic of, like, you know, I mean, I'm not trying to glorify this or or put a spotlight on this part of my past, but when you cook a key into rock and you sell the whole key in 20 bags because you have a grower who just smoked crack for his first time in like 1997, and you're the only phone number he got because he comes to town, he drives 2 hours to town, and he's dropping off 50, 60, 70 pounds with you just so you'll give him like an ounce of rocks. And you're making 40, 50, 60,000 in a day sometimes off this shit. That's the type of trapping that I was around young. You know what I'm saying? And then our town is a hub for East Oakland, for North Richmond, for Fillmore,
I mean, dog, the whole world, bro, to be honest, right?
Like that's like, you know, them people are focused on being a presence out here when I was a kid. So you got different crews from the roughest cities in California here trapping because this is $1 million Super Bowl gold mine pot. You know what I'm saying? That's the trapping I grew up around. And like real crazy breakdown game, almost insane New Jack City style type shit was going on because we had it so good because there wasn't other regions that were having weed like that. But with the medical, it opened up new doors. It expanded. We stopped being the only one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We started coming to the picture, bro. Seattle started to take a little bit.
We were spoiled. So now the apparent drug problem in the community is more visual. You can see it now because now not everyone's getting money, but they're still hooked on drugs.
Yeah,
because
bro.
people are growing weed other places, so our economy's taking a pretty big hit, and it's going up and down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're having to come camp raids real hard one year, so the type of place it was when I was a kid was fucking gnarly, bro. Like, I'm jumping out the brand new truck, 18 years old, fresh stickers on the window, selling a pound of crystal in the middle of the street. I'm not fucking with you. They had to hit like 14 houses before they finally got me. They locked me up for the shit. They couldn't take it no more. I was doing too much, but that was like normal trap shit out here. Like, the weed was it was $4,800 a pound for outdoor then. So you imagine you're living in one place on earth where
the prices got wild, bro. Like, bro, real quick. So hearing from, you know, I've heard from, you know, other OGs too, but like, and we're gonna get into all of this stuff too. But you know, people used to be saying like, OG's mind that be like, yeah, we shipping like a 1 pound, bro, Midwest, bro. Back in the day, 6,000.
I mean,
What?
if you had Granddaddy Purple at one point in time, you had a hookup in Atlanta when the BMF dudes was going crazy out there, you could send a Granddaddy for 68 and they would make 86 off of it. And if you look at what happening right now in the market, if I got a pound of RS11 right now and I got the bags with it and I ship that motherfucker to Rhode Island, I might get 64 right back to that shit. But it just can't be that sweet. But back then, when I was young, 4,800 what outdoor weed went for. That was the going rate. That was in Humboldt. So you got to figure they were getting 54, other places 55.
Yeah, bro.
The most money I ever made in my whole life, I was 19 years old, and my stepdad and his buddies, we were on the hill. I was working for them in the summer, and they had a bunch of weed that molded. Like, I'm talking thousands of pounds. They wanted to burn it, right? And I went through a mental breakdown where I like literally grabbed my Mini 14 and considered drawing down on my stepdad to tell him, I'll fucking shoot you dead if you burn this weed. Like, I worked all summer. It's not that molded. I'll take it, right? So they made me harvest the whole thing myself. I had to bring my boys out there. We spent like 60 days cleaning mold off buds. And I made, dude, man, I had the brand new Ram truck. I bought my mom the brand new Durango in 2000.
You was fucking up. You were up.
I bought the brand new F-150 cashed out year 2000, brand new for my stepdad. We moved all off some mold that someone was going to burn. That was the most money I ever made in my whole life, was off things that people were going to destroy because they thought they were trash. So that just shows you the scope of what was happening back in the late 90s and shit, how much weed there was here. There was farmers, that's all they did, you know what I mean? It was all they did. So it was just everywhere. But another thing that I want to say that has changed that really disappoints me is that if you look at Southern Humboldt district of our community, all the schools, shopping centers, even the hospital, everything was built on weed money. It was groups of individuals in the community that built the schools because they're like, we're in the middle of nowhere. We still want schools for the kids. And if you look at now, there's all these new millionaires, all these startups, all these legal weed. We have more licensed farms in Humboldt County than anywhere else in California. We triple, quadruple any other county's numbers. But they're not putting the money back. They're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? The only scholarship program in this city is ran by us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why, bro. And real quick, dude, and I see a parallels now, real quick, dude, is with like the Rust Belt, right? Right? They're like industries that built whole communities, right? Right. Detroit was popping off that. And
yeah, I
guess a little bit different here because their money is there and they're just being fucked up and not allocating the money in the right way. But I find that fascinating, bro. Like these different communities that are built on certain industries, bro. And you, like, you're from this place that is really unique where there's not really most places that are like a large majority of the reason why they have like a lot of people there. They have money is off cannabis, bro.
There's a dark side to generational wealth that I don't think America has failed to like put to the forefront. Like, look how much generational wealth the cocaine boost in Miami created. There's people to this day that were born rich because their parents owned shit off that cocaine boom. And their kids will go to private school and their kids will go to private school. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that generational wealth exists here as well. But
interesting.
You have to understand, this fucking Humboldt County, a motherfucker might have one tooth in his mouth, be wearing overalls with no drawers, butt crack hanging out, no shoes, and have 4 or 5 million put up. And come to the dealership and buy a new truck for every person in his whole family, cash, smelling so bad they have to ask him to wait outside to sign the papers. I didn't see this shit with my own eyes. Like, there's generational wealth out here you wouldn't know. These motherfuckers that own a whole plot of land, don't grow weed on it, and just want to tweak and go to the casino every day.
And they just got money buried or something.
It's all put up, yeah. But I think even Seattle has its own versions of generational wealth that were caused off the BCs back in the day.
Oh yeah.
The opioid boom when they were pulling all the pills. People balled off that shit.
Oh yeah, bro. This used to be the heroin, bro. Heroin. I mean, it's still a terrible problem, bro, in Seattle. But I mean, it's a terrible problem in all places. But no, absolutely, bro. Dude.
In Vermont too. That's a big slept on place. I remember being young when I stayed in Connecticut for my weed, and there was a lot of people that had been doing it a long time. And even right now, present day, there's a lot of people from Humboldt and Maine. And like the one thing about Humboldt people is like when we go places, it goes from like, look at South Oregon, right? South Oregon used to be this fucking hemp you know, and there was some good weed growers hidden in there, some real entrepreneur type dudes. And then they opened the floodgates, and Humboldt came up there, and now it's fucking every road you turn on. There's fucking greenhouses bigger than your local mall, and people balling the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do when we go places. But after a couple of years of that, we bring the spider mites and the fucking trim whores and all the other problems that come. You know what I'm saying? We move on to a new spot. We leave your shit as a shithole, and we migrate out to Maine or something. You know what I mean? We give you whole fucking town herpes. A bunch of dudes all insecure because we have the big trucks. We're jumping out them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? All the prices get low as fuck because we're bringing in these crazy cases. Now everyone's like, fuck, dude, we used to get 34 for these. Not anymore, buddy. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
So, yeah, we go places, just leave, go to a new place.
Absolutely, bro. That video, the I don't know if you saw the one I uploaded like early this morning, and I went over 2 of your skits, bro. And the skit where Jay call, or he gets a call from Artie, right? Artie, which is my favorite character, and it is like, bro, I'm not used to, like, bro, that shit like blew my mind. Oh, bro, no, bro. I mean, trust me. I mean, you know, I worked in medical, bro, and you know, it was all legal, but yeah, no, we were definitely trapping. Like, I mean,
Absolutely.
No, bro, and that shit killed me because it was like, bro, and then the whole like camera angle, the whole like execution on like Jay Walker, yeah, motherfucker, and I just saw you on Snapchat selling those eights for 90. Like, oh my god, bro. I thought that was so gas, bro. I thought that
really happened. That's the thing that really happened. The motherfucker looked like, hey, dog, you seen this full snap? I'm like, I'm making 500 off each bean.
Bro.
He's selling these for 90? What the fuck?
Bro, and the thing about that though, dude, is like, you know, once there was more places that were starting to, you know, more states that were legalizing, more, you know, kind of cannabis infrastructures were built up. Right, there's more, you know, competition, right? So then, you know, you be hearing, okay, well, hey, bro, you know, my guy in Cali's got this for the 22 or whatever it is, and you know, up in Oregon, you know, you got that for the 24, and they start to leverage these prices against people now in the different markets, and so you know, that's what happens, bro. You know, it adapts. You know, the game changes.
I don't think you're gonna find the quality cheaper than you will in Humboldt, and that's why we still have like a good group of people, because it's pretty far in the middle of nowhere, so you have to go out of your way to come here to fuck with us. But I will say this, my outtake on cannabis and Humboldt in the way that it relates to cannabis has been changed drastically in the last like 4 or 5 months since I went out there to Detroit and shit. This shit is big time out there. It's the motherfucking major leagues, and they're a problem. They're growing fire, and a lot of it. You hear what I'm saying, dog? A lot of it.
I got a couple homies in Michigan.
I'm just gonna say this. I went out there and I realized I wanted to come back to Humboldt and just open palm every little motherfucker that ever walked around here and thought he was something special. Because you ain't shit running around here begging for an investor. These motherfuckers, dog, I saw some shit that was so advanced and beautiful out there. I was like really proud. I was proud. I'm proud that there's people out here that are taking this shit this serious. And they were like, half of them were like black market, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
bro,
oh,
absolutely.
my 700 lighter, not licensed, and it waters itself. I only come here once a year. Shit, what the fuck?
got the fucking AI, fucking grow tech.
You have to ask your buddies in Michigan. When we were out there, there was a guy who literally rented a fucking helicopter to hover over his plants to kick warm air on them so that he could get an extra 2 days before he harvest. I'm not even fucking kidding you. That happened when I was there, bro.
Bro, yeah, that's wild, dude. That's when like money gets injected, bro. Bro, that's wild, dude.
That was fucking unreal. That was unreal. That happened when I was out there, and I was like, what world are we in right now? I'm gonna leave this door open. Maybe that makes a difference.
Yeah, maybe.
That happened when I was there, though, and that was a sure sign for me that I was like, whoa, these people are taking this shit pretty fucking serious. And I saw Cali genetics and like good weed out there, you know? Which, what I'm thinking, though, I'm going to go to Oklahoma next.
I was just about to ask you, bro. Have you been down to Oklahoma, bro? Because I got homies down there, and dude, they're indoor because they can only grow indoor there. No canopy limit, bro.
Wait, why can they only grow indoor?
That's just the rule.
No greenhouses?
They can do. I think they can do. I'm not even sure. No, they can do greenhouse. They can't do outdoor. No, yeah, I think that's maybe greenhouses too.
Hey, Sash. Is this plugged into the internet? Or is it Wi-Fi? Okay, damn, we don't have dial-up into that. All right, is it working good now?
Yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's working.
Is it working better?
It's working a little bit better. Yeah, for sure. We'll see. We'll see
I
here.
wanna
Yeah, it's
go
working
to
better.
Oklahoma. I would like to check out some of their shops. I know it's hella easy to get a shop out there. I would just like to see what they got popping, like who's standing out, who's doing something cool. I don't know. I want to go out there and get ripped.
Yeah, bro. Hit my line, bro, about that.
Germ's from
Yeah.
Oklahoma originally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he came out here when he was like 9.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where all his family is.
Bro, yeah, no, they're actually they're setting themselves up to be a major player in terms of all the states, bro. Because their distribution, right, is just right above Texas, right? I mean, if you want to like look at like the cartels, bro, they, Gary, Indiana, Texas, or obviously Texas, but getting it to Chicago, getting it to these points that logistically can spread out everywhere.
Indiana.
Yeah, Oklahoma, bro, is gonna be that. I mean, Texas eventually will be. I mean, but
you had to put your money on one state in 10 years being in the lead. Who do you got?
in what way? Like in terms of like grower.
Napa Valley of weed.
Good question. I'm not gonna say definitively, but I'll say, bro, Texas is honestly one that people don't understand. And maybe the terrain doesn't maybe work as well, but in terms of like, there's so many people in Texas, bro. And shout out to fucking Texas, by the way. But
a lot of people out there.
so many people, bro, that watch my videos are from Texas.
Nice.
So many people want cannabis legalization nationally. So, but there's Texas.
So Talon popped Adderalls and banged bar sluts in Austin for like 8 years. Yeah, that's where he got thrown out of a 5th-story window when he got fired from corporate. After he no-showed for 3 years.
Bro.
So yeah, we used to fuck around in Austin a lot.
I've heard Austin.
I used to trap in Texarkana. That used to be my spot. So I used to go over to Dallas, go out there and fuck around every now and then. But yeah, Austin is like Talon's fucking home away from home, where he fucking completely ruined himself. Yeah.
It's okay, bro. It's just that city,
Yeah, no. Well, he finally got to the point where when he shoves the Adderalls in there, they stay in. You know what I mean? So.
Keeping it going, bro. Yeah, keeping it focused, bro. Yeah, bro. But I think like Florida. I mean, not to be cliche and just say the biggest states. No, definitely not New York, obviously, but Florida. Potential. California, though, people don't. I mean, I think you obviously know, but like, I always like to say this fact though too, because I think people still underestimate like. California has the 5th biggest economy in the world, right? It goes the U.S., China, Japan, Germany, and then California, right? And the cannabis market is worth $20 billion right now, right? Whoa. Like literally, bro. And this is a fact that
number?
What?
You think that's a lowball number?
Estimation wise, I mean, it's so hard. So this came out from MJ Biz. So there was in 2019 $3.1 billion worth of legal sales, right? And they estimated that the illegal market was anywhere, and this fucking blew my mind, and this really told me how California is just a beast on its own. Really low ball, $9 to $12 billion, 4 times bigger than the legal market. Now, obviously, I mean, they're still, it's still expanding, but like, it's the 5th biggest economy in the fucking world. Like, it's beating.
Will be able to catch up to that.
See, that's the thing, though. I don't know, though. And economy-wise doesn't necessarily mean that, like, with cannabis, it's going to be like population. I think is a huge part, and like. I think Texas is a lot more spread out, to be honest. Not to say that there won't. I think there are going to be some pop and shit in Texas, bro. I definitely know that. Florida, I think so too. But, California, just from like an economic standpoint, like that market is crazy. And that typically will mean that, there's going to be a lot of savvy business people that are going to be able to, create, dope businesses in different ways. And I mean, y'all have also just, in general, obviously Humboldt kind of being the OGs, but like,
But are you saying it from a standpoint of like every state is growing and selling only in their state? I'm thinking in terms of like in a couple years, it's going to be like corn. Like you can just ship it anywhere.
And then 100%. So like that will be Oklahoma will be a producer state, right?
Yeah.
They'll be a huge producer state. Texas will be a huge producer state, but and I don't know if they'll like a lot of the then it comes down to brand, right? Because if you look at the alcohol company, like with beer, like there's a bunch of growers that for barley, right?
Yeah.
And then who makes the money is who has the brand. It's all about brand. I swear, all about brand.
It is true. It is true.
And Cali's kind of been a big leader in that.
Marketing and branding is more important than anyone ever realizes. Like, okay, look, let's think of the skit that I did the other day about when the grandmother shows up for Thanksgiving.
I don't think I saw that one yet.
I gotta do this one. I do this one where I do like the Gavin Newsom's Thanksgiving. Like,
oh yeah,
what are you doing, right?
No, I saw that. No, I saw that. I'm high. I saw that. That was
But I'm wearing the Loud Trees shirt in that, right?
Yeah, no. I literally did it in the video earlier today. Yeah.
That hit 1 million on TikTok, right? So you got to figure just that natural, just the name Loud Trees being in 1 million people's mind. That some people might have watched it 4 or 5 times. But that marketing is important. It's
bro.
Weird.
That's why I said in the video I did this morning. I was like, this content has so much value, bro, because people know it's real. It's funny. It's also continuously like expanding and it's witty, bro. Like, bro, that's what I'm saying. It's like that's why I'm shocked, bro. How is Netflix? How is not, or like even like a bigger cannabis media company? How have they not jumped on this opportunity, bro? If I had the bread,
I don't know.
If I had the bread, bro.
Well, I will say this. I have some alliances with a couple sponsors that like Lux Lighting, bro. I drove down to LA and met him in person, like very early stages through my friend Rick and Utmost Frenchies and shit. And I just pulled up. We all went out, partied for like 3 days, dog. And I hadn't drank alcohol in a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? I got really fucked up, but we had so much fun and like clicked with these. And they were like, we want to sponsor you just to help you get further into what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, bro, that was dope. So like I have like a lifetime lock-in with them. That's like family.
Oh, that's loyalty there,
and
bro.
It wasn't like, we're going to pay you. They didn't say nothing about no product, nothing. Just, dude, how can we help you make it farther in comedy? Don't even worry about our company. What do you need? You know what I'm saying? And help me with some equipment, help me with some travel and shit that was crucial to what we were doing. And so I can't say I haven't had any like help. I've had some great sponsors and some people who have bought skits, even like the one I just did for the dog. People buy skits to support, and I appreciate that. I personally feel like maybe the right offer is around the corner, but maybe it's a big enough offer that it won't come so easily.
Yeah. I think it's like a movie, bro. Like, why isn't somebody just like I said, if I had the bread, let's say I'm a media company, I'd be like CJ, like we want to fund, the Black Market Vikings, second movie or whatever, whatever, like certain projects. Like obviously, always keep ownership and I think stay independent to a degree. Obviously, and by the way, too,
maybe it's about control. Maybe they know they can't, because dude, trust me, I've had this little fucker throwing his briefcase outside of meetings and shit, throwing little tantrums. They were gonna pay us, and you ruined it. Because I go in there and say hilarious shit. Right? I literally go in there and start the meeting off with, first of all, you guys are a bunch of little geeks. And some of them know jujitsu and shit. I should not be talking to them like this. Some of them are like trained fighters.
But I love that, bro, because without that, bro, you wouldn't be in that room.
Yes.
Right?
And we've had some people like say, hey, would you be willing to do this for this, and with us, like that would just like water it down, What I'm hoping it will be like I think, dude, cannabis media companies, right? If you guys are watching this, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you hate real shit? Do you not like real shit? You know what I mean? What the fuck? But I don't fucking need you. I'll go get money and make my own shit. Fuck you. You know what I mean?
Bro, yeah, there's some corporate, bro, and I'm
hoping a studio deal comes, because a studio deal will be much bigger than a cannabis deal. A studio deal say, hey, all right, let us buy 2 movies that you have written. And also I got a book coming. When I got out of prison, bro, my son went and played on a scholarship for the cops that put me in prison in one state and shit, and I changed my life. So I got like a crazy story behind this shit too,
Yeah, and I want to get into that too here. I definitely want to.
So that story alone is a couple $1 million deal. You know what I'm saying? Because it's true. It's
absolutely.
really true. So I'm hoping a studio deal happens, something outside of cannabis, and then we can still like incorporate the people in cannabis that we're cool with. Like, yo, we got the studio deal, we're making a movie. Give us some shirts or something. Just keep it all the way real with our friends. I feel bad having to charge people, like even a cannabis media company. Like, what if they told me to pump something I didn't like?
Yeah, bro, and that's the whole. Yeah,
them, so
100%.
Sign to them, and they're like, I don't know. I think maybe people are hesitant to sign or give over money to somebody they think they can't control. You know what I mean?
That's it, dude. But that's the biggest problem is, in my opinion, if you're going to invest in someone, you see their talent, you see what they've been doing, and if they're proving it, which, you definitely have, in my opinion, the best management way is, bro, how do we help you? You do you. As long as you don't fuck us, like, legally, bro, if we affect your, like, the creative, bro, whenever you see corporate creative control, it fucking sucks. It always turns out terrible.
It turns really lame really quick.
It turns shitty, bro. It's just like, bro, like, what is this, dude? And then all of the people that were there in the first place slowly start to leave, bro.
I was using Power SI, the product, and I knew that he was friends with my boys at Athena.
Mhm.
And I was like, yo, I called him up and was like, yo, this is me, CJ and shit. We're friends of friends. I use your product. Like, what's the bulk price, bro? I want it for the hill and shit. And he was like, just give me your fucking address, right? This dude just sent me like a big ass check and was like, keep doing your shit, bro. And then a fucking huge pallet of product, you know what I mean? And I was like, what a blessing to be able to have people to understand what we're trying to do. We just want to make motherfuckers laugh and introduce y'all to some real shit. And it's like, I got lucky with that. And then, like, this fool every now and then he'll just call me and be like, you better go check that mailbox, my dude. You know what I'm saying? And it's there, because I've made some sales generated from what we've done because I introduced people to products I actually use. But I'm hoping we just bumped. When we were in LA, we were around some pretty big people, bro. I don't know if you ever watched my story. That one time I was in that studio and shit, that it was like, it's Complex Studios. This is big. This is motion picture people, and I've been around some of these people. They recognize what they're going on, but no offers have came through, like,
which is so dumb, bro. I would, dude, I'm like,
I would just make a movie and fund it myself and say, fuck it, even if I go broke.
Bro, I will help you promote, dude, whatever I can do, bro. Honestly, like, I'm after this, bro, I'm about to put, like, the featured channels, I'm putting Black Market Vikings there.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Like, honestly, bro, like that, yeah.
I got some stand-up, bro, that I believe is pretty fucking hilarious too, and I'm pretty.
Have you released it or no?
No, so I've never performed on stage, just in jail through the bars, just yelling through the bars. But so we were going to the comedy club here, and I was going down there like 2 days a week, just watching people. And I for some reason, I don't know what the fuck, maybe the thought of the orchestrated attention. Because originally when I got out, I wanted to be a stand-up comedian, but I'm like, I can't travel because I'm on parole and shit. So the only way I'm gonna get this to the world is through skit. So I changed the wording of the stand-up to make it into a skit. And sometimes something would just happen naturally. We would just turn on the phone and do it right there just to react it or whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah. I got some stand-up, bro, that I'm pretty sure at some point will make someone piss their pants.
Bro. So I got a studio. So I'm connected to some people too. And like, we got a studio up here in Seattle. We're getting investment as well too. But we already got the whole setup. Come up here, bro. We should film and do like a live stream of your like stand up or like film it, dude. I'm actually not even joking. And it's like, bro, we've literally had comedians, for the Dabros. That's the studio that we were shooting in. We're doing the first official season in LA at a studio there. But up in Seattle, we had who Clayton English is. He won like America's Best Comic. He's a funny guy, but he performed. We've had multiple people perform up really? In the studio. So and we live
in Seattle. My boy that I'm always with, my extractor homie, McDabin, you son of a bitch. I don't know if you ever seen him on my page.
What's his name?
McDabin.
McDabin. Yeah. I've seen him on Instagram. I don't know.
He's from Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah. He came down here to extract from there. He used to own Mantis Extracts out there.
Oh, you still Mantis?
Yeah. He started that. That's the creator of Mantis Extracts.
Oh, yeah, bro. I know about Mantis, bro. That's wild.
Yeah. He makes bomb shit.
That's wild.
What's crazy is that the dog skit that we just made, where I don't know if you saw this one where fucking Wesley had to suck a dog off to make a jizz for a breeding.
No, I haven't seen that one. No.
The last skit is probably the most provocative skit we've ever dropped.
Bro, by the way, guys, if anybody listening, go check out the Black Market Vikings Instagram, CJ Humboldt Instagram, Jay Humboldt Instagram too.
Hold on, man. Sash, can you get your phone? I'm curious to know though. So the documentary you guys that you made about cannabis is already completed?
Oh no! So I'm doing it on individuals. So I did one on Burner.
So
and so, I've been studying Burner for a minute. I've been studying Burner and cookies for a minute because, you said it in the interview, whatever you want to say about Burner. He is a marketing Bill Gates, right? He's a marketing genius.
Dude, he is I mean, he's beyond. I wouldn't even say Bill Gates. Bill Gates. He's like
No. I can't remember who you used. Like, I can't remember who.
Steve Jobs of cannabis.
Steve Jobs, yeah, Steve Jobs. Yeah.
And like, honestly, if he hadn't did what he did, I don't think I would be able to believe in myself enough to do what I did. Honestly, that's just me being real. Had he not did what he did, I don't think I would have ever been like capable of putting it together to do what I did. You know what I mean? Because I kind of watched what he did and almost copied the format a little bit. But I didn't really do it about music. I'm doing it about comedy instead, you know?
No, but it's the whole idea of bringing another aspect to it. So you got music in cannabis, you got comedy in cannabis, you got something in cannabis, and bringing like, to then expand cannabis. Because cannabis, if you just focus on just cannabis, right? The thing about cannabis is it affects what we're doing, it makes food taste better, makes experiences taste better, or, feel better, all these different things, right? So, and that's how, in a lot of ways, why cannabis is going to be so much fucking bigger than alcohol too, is because we're in this time period where it's just starting to really expand. You got the internet.
Funny. I mean, it isn't.
No, it gets low key. Either it's funny for a sec, and then it gets kind of, if it's long term, it just gets depressing. Like,
yeah, and then like, I don't know, prohibition around alcohol was a little bit more violent. Has a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
Where like people were getting gunned down with Tommy guns and shit.
Yeah,
Marijuana prohibition's like, cool, we got stoned and laughed and shit. And alcohol, it's like, bunch of people got whacked. You know what I mean? Like,
from the branding perspective though, like no, you're 100% right, dude. From like the historical perception, absolutely, bro. Because people were definitely getting popped. Like, they're definitely people getting popped, and like, there still is over Kush, but it's not as much, obviously. And I think that's fascinating, bro. That's fucking fascinating. Okay, let me get real quick. I want to get, before we get into some other stuff, I want to ask you this question. Is Humboldt, or was Humboldt, the American dream, the true American dream? Right. And I know and people will argue the American dream's dead. And I think that's in a lot of ways, that's 100% right. But the American dream, depending on how hard you work, you can come here and, make your worth. Because I
don't think and this might sound hypocritical, but I don't think the American dream was built on things that were illegal, because the illegality of it causes the betrayal and the hardships and the loss and the types of things you have to go through to get to where you're going. With this, you're not going to have a fucking good run every run. Your first harvest isn't going to be your best. Your investor's not always going to understand. Your packs aren't always going to make it. Your workers aren't always going to be honest. Your trim crew's not always going to show up. You know what I'm saying? So I think the American dream is take your God-given abilities and make the most of them.
And to what you're saying too, and I think that's actually that's a super interesting answer, and I think you're 100% right. But it's like, even if you're on top of your shit, man, the variables with that, right, with your grow going bad, somebody comes in, hits the lick on you or something, it could fuck up that shit, right?
Even if you went in legally, was it the American dream for you? If you came in running legally, you had money before that, either legally or through the black market. It might not be your, not everyone who's growing weed that's not their God-given talent. I met a guy in Detroit, and his most proudest thing about him, outside of the fucking 3,000 lighter that he had, was the inside of his facility, the office and shit, the way that he decorated all the custom shit, the time that he took to do it, you know what I mean? And it was fucking beautiful. And I'm like, dude, look, let's be real here. You're a fucking born interior designer. I don't just say this to people just because your house is nice. You're born to fucking do this shit. He's like, dude, agreed. And he showed me all this art that he had and shit, So he just grows weed by trade. There's some people who grow weed by trade, and that's how they make money. That doesn't mean that was the American dream and that's what they came to do. The American dream could be, you fucking always wanted to be a stand-up comedian, but you went and became a landscaper and then hired 10 employees and empowered their families, and that was a dream for everybody. And your kids went to college, and hopefully they won't have to do the same thing. That's the American dream. You know what I mean?
I love that.
My family came here from South Africa. My father joined the military to stay. He became a diesel mechanic, worked his ass off, built up a Social Security in case something happened. We still got paid. We were taken care of till we were 23 years old. You know what I mean? That's the American dream.
Absolutely, bro. By the way, bro, shout out South Africa. My dad, he was born in Uganda.
Oh, sick. Okay.
And and then his dad's from South Africa too. But
that's what's up.
Yeah, bro. And just another quick note.
You're a white African, so you like to watch TikToks of black chicks. I do too.
Yeah, bro. I love me.
Latinas, anything. I don't care.
Yeah, bro. In high school, bro, I loved. I mean,
drop down on one knee and propose to anything that doesn't have red hair.
really, yeah.
Jesus.
That's
no, I'm just fucking with you. But yeah, the American dream. I don't know, man. I don't think it was about weed or alcohol.
That's a great dude.
I think it's just about believing in yourself and making it
Absolutely. Well, no, I think what you're saying, dude, is the American dream is like is really doing what is finding your passion and being able to support yourself potentially through that. And I think you're
empowering someone else's passion. Like I might go eat shit at a factory for fucking 40 years if I know my son is a beautiful piano player and I'm going to put him in the right school and he's going to compose and live his dreams. That's also the American dream. Your dream doesn't have to be about you. It can be about the people that you want to empower around you. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I look at myself, I'm just going to do anything I got to do because I believe in a couple other people, and I know that they're gonna win. You know? I'm sorry about this.
No, you're good, bro. Don't you worry, bro.
That is calling you.
Bro, I love that answer, dude. Yeah, that is a great answer, bro. Honestly, yeah, no, seriously, and I could tell already, just like with I did my research on you and stuff, dude. You're an introspective guy, right? People see the the comedy, you acting crazy or whatever and stuff, and they may take a certain bit, but like, even though you said like you said earlier you had an 8th grade education, bro, you're smart, dude, and you have a lot of insight, bro. Actually,
thank you. I appreciate
like seriously, bro, 100%. That's definitely I definitely want to say that.
I don't think I can pass a GED, but I could memorize a 15-minute conversation for all 3 characters and have it in my head for like 4 days. Then pick up the phone and dial a phone number I haven't used in 24 years. It's weird.
Bro, no, like, dude, and the number thing that actually kills me, bro. The number, like the number, remembering the numbers and stuff, and but no, absolutely.
I was joking about that GED thing though. I tried.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, education.
Well, they gave me 2 weeks in jail extra because they thought I botched the test.
No,
I did. I got a little impatient, but I was like, Jesus, isn't that serious? They added 2 weeks to my time because they're like, you just didn't give no effort.
Dude, I hate our education. I want to burn that shit down.
But I did botch it though. I got impatient.
Yeah, well, dude, it's the problem with our education system, bro. It's like literally, bro. I want to get rich, bro, so I can locate my like life goal. I've honestly decided this last 5-6 years, I want to change our education system because our system is tailored to one type of learner, bro.
Absolutely.
And it should be customized. We have the ability to.
Think about this. How many times do you think Cat Williams has set an in-school suspension? How many times do you think Jim Carrey's been kicked out of a class? How many times do you think I've been fucking demonized for having too much energy and being able to make people laugh and take the attention away from the teacher?
Whole lot of times.
The second you have energy, they want to put you on medication or they want to fucking punish you. And I think there just needs to be ways to like grab that energy. And like, if there's certain kids that can't sit still, to put them all in a class together and get them moving around.
Yeah, and just adapt to the person, bro. Figure out what they need, bro. Like the thing I use for the education system, bro, is like there was like a political cartoon that was done. I can't remember when I saw it, but it was there's a guy, there's a tree, there's a giraffe, and then there's a lion, and then there's a monkey. And the guy says to the 3 animals, okay, climb the tree. Now that's the education system. The giraffe gets his head stuck in the fucking branches. The lion can't climb up, even though I know some lions technically can, but for this sake. And then the monkey climbs right up and it's chilling. And that's our education system, bro. It's not understanding that everyone, the whole idea, I know people sometimes are like, oh, like the idea of multiple intelligences. I think it's been much more, people talk about emotional intelligence. There's all the different types, but and people have discredited. But I think now, as time's gone on, people are getting more nuanced and understand that that's actually 100% true. And you need to know how to nurture those different intelligences, not just rigidly try to keep them into one and be, no, you have to be this one type of intelligence. No.
Like, I think what's the harm in making public art schools? Like, what's the harm in separating? Like, dude, these kids can't pay attention. Fuck it. They're all troubled. Put them over here. Let's open up a boxing program. Let's open up a dance program. Let's open up, and just see who thrives. You know what I'm saying? There's no harm in doing it. It would be like an experiment. So for any of the viewers, this is Talon. This is my manager.
Hey, Talon, how you doing?
So Talon, for instance, education, graduated from Cal Berkeley. I met him, a student there on campus when I lived on campus with my ex-wife. He has a pretty fucking good degree. You know what I'm saying? But we still learn things every day. Like there's things we learn from each other as far as what we're trying to build a great business from the ground up. Neither degree I have from the streets or him from the school applies to anything that we do. It's all fucking freestyle. We're just kind of hoping that it works, you know? And so that's why you have to look at Burner, look at Ivan from Jungle Boys. These are the two mega stars, right? But look at the way they did it, the marketing, the banking. They're extremely invested, intelligent entrepreneurs. So none of the degrees we earned in either realm are gonna give us the potion. You kind of just have to see what's working and twist your own version of it, you know? So for
Absolutely.
like branding, it fucking kills me when people do the stupid ass, like, let's say, like just for instance, let's just say the Thundercats, the cartoon, right? Someone goes, the new Thundercats, they print all these bags, they build their whole brand around something that's already been done. It kind of works. Some of them it actually works.
Kind of, but it's like kind of.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I was, you know, not to say I'm not purchasing a lot of shit over the counter, but I go in the clinics and I ask to see what's selling, what's not. I want to know. I stop by at least a clinic once a week and they let me look at it.
I do the same thing, bro. I ask the bud tenders, bro. I go, what's popping off right now, bro? But to the point that you're saying, bro, is like, and this is something I'm a big believer in too. And anybody that honestly, and this might sound kind of cocky, but anybody that knows fucking cannabis and cannabis brands, they know that the real value is the way, how do you differentiate yourself, right? Burner did it with genetics. There's other companies that are slowly starting to do it. And there's different ways to differentiate yourself, but differentiation creates loyalty, brand loyalty, which is not, you know, very well known, not very well. There's not very many companies that have, you know, brand loyalty like Cookies does, right? Like really, you know.
I think like depending on your branding, you're going to be able to figure out which route you want to go. It's like, let's look at Cookies. Cookies went the route. He sold a lot of merch. His numbers were very high in the merch sales, right? And that could also work against you because it might get to where so many people wearing it, it doesn't seem too exclusive. But if you look at Alien Labs, they're more exclusive with their clothing. Not everybody has it. It's still pretty good graphics. It's not too extreme on the fashion realm. And it works because it seems very exclusive. So I think depending on what your brand is, you have to figure out which route you want to go. Are you trying to sell more? Are you trying to stay exclusive? You know, or are you trying to make your clothing a whole nother business aside from your cannabis brand? Are you trying to develop it into something of its own? Or are you trying to keep it very closely tied? You know, it's so many different aspects and formats. You know, and with me, I'm just like, let's make shit. This guy hates me. A lot of people hate me for this. I'm like, let's just make shit and give it away to everybody in the fucking neighborhood. Who gives a fuck?
Like, bro, we gotta make a little money. Right?
Point, you got your cousin with a fucking neck tattoo, yelling at her kids at 3 a.m. with a cigarette in her mouth, crip walking with her titties out of the sweater you gave her. And it fucking makes the brand look like, whoa, dude, or you got your boy like fucking like openly being handcuffed outside the store wearing your Ghost Times 10 when you made it for the kids. And he
I'm crying right now.
Grab one from his son. You know what I'm saying? Like I dropped one off for his son and he grabs it, goes and gets arrested in it. Fucking like, oh shit face and piss in his pants.
Bro, yeah.
That fucking marketing has backfired on me so far, okay? So we're gonna go more exclusive with this shit. All right, no more.
Bro, no, you're sorry. The walking out, crip walking with it.
No, this is real shit, though.
No, you're right though, bro. But hey, bro, but I think you're right though, and I think what's so fascinating with Cookies too, and they're slowly you can see the bigger they're getting, the harder it is to do. But how do you make it limit that supply? How do you make it that whole idea of designer cannabis? How do you make it exclusive?
Once you get a taste of the big money, though, I mean, you go $1 million.
It's hard, bro. You got to balance it out, dude.
Yeah. Turning back. If you turn back from that, you're a fool because it's going to be, all right, fuck it. Just make it more expensive. It'll get real exclusive real fucking quick.
Yeah,
you know?
bro.
But the dude's a fucking genius. He knows what he's doing.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And in the same reason you see people from out of state that line at Jungle Boys. They know what they're doing. You know, these guys, they know what they're doing. And what they've done is attached their marketing style to their brand perfectly. And still probably have room to build and get better, let's be honest. You know what I mean? I think every cannabis brand has a little bit of potential to get better, you know.
We all do, right? Yeah.
Labs have their thing going, you know. So I think the smart ones are just going to find out what is my brand and what marketing style can I attach to it very fast. Because a style might be give shit away for free, but only make 10 of them and give them to the right 10 people. But then it's like, you fucking uppity little prick. You're not going to give them to the homies. You get to a dilemma. What would I look like fucking rolling around? Here's one for all you cannabis gods, but my homies that came from the trenches with me don't get one. Fucking pussy.
Yeah, no, exactly, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to, I don't know. I'm stuck in the fucking middle. It's between giving the homies everything for free and trying to find a couple celebrities to rock my shit. But some of my homies are gangsters and celebrities in their own realm. So hopefully it's going to pop off. But
it will, bro. It will.
But overwhelmingly giving the whole neighborhood shit for free, that backfired tough. Like,
Bro.
if what we're doing next year, we're making rain ponchos. And if you got the balls to wear the poncho, then represent us. I don't give a shit if you're standing on the corner barking at a sign, whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't care. But
bro,
we're just doing rain ponchos for everyone.
I love it, bro. And bro, I really, so this doc, I'm calling this the series High Design. I'm still thinking about the name. I don't know, but it's supposed to focus on cannabis entrepreneurs, right? And like I said, I just dropped the Burner one, but my top 3 really is Burner, Jungle Boy. I've known about Jungle Boy since I was in middle school, dog. I'm 24. I'm 24.
Those are
yeah,
my
bro.
dogs. Those are
Yeah.
my dogs.
Yeah, and then you're the third, bro. You're the third because I could tell through the marketing, bro, that you're smart, dude. You're on your shit, and then you know your agent too, right next to you, bro.
Acknowledge that I'm not a fucking moron. I appreciate that,
bro. Dude, I dropped out of college, bro. I was a history major. You know.
You're like, whoa, I'm not gonna be studying these
like,
lies.
What? I was like, dude, and then right there, dog, I was like, fuck.
Halfway through the semester, he's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, like,
no.
wait, what? Wait, what did I sign up for? Wait, I signed up for fucking a bunch of debt, a worthless fucking degree, and a bunch of time that I'm wasted. Yeah, dude, that's why I literally told you, bro, my life goal, dude, I'm gonna get rich, bro, and then I'm gonna pay off all the politics. I mean, I want to get money out of politics. That's a huge thing, but the education system, bro, it has become a fucking business. College is a scam, bro. Sorry, guys. College, it has become a scam. I don't want to say it to everyone. College is great for some people.
I mean, there's plumbers out there that like
making way more, bro, than a master degree.
To do it and started their own shit and got rich out of quick. Like it's fucking crazy. Yeah, you don't have to really know how to do shit to get rich. You just have to stay down for the company.
You have to keep just dude, I study entrepreneurship, right? And the two kind of, you know, one out of the two kind of the most famous kind of entrepreneurial like videos. Both of them happen to be TED Talks. I don't know if that's right. But one of them is Grit, right? Angela Duckworth's Grit. The other one is Simon Sinek's The Who, What, Why, right? But what you say?
Entrepreneurship. They talk about entrepreneurship.
Yeah, well, it's just like what, like but like with like the study that Angela Duckworth went through. And she talks about this, right, in this TED Talk. If anybody hasn't seen it, definitely go check it out. But they did a analysis of a bunch of different entrepreneurs, and the conclusion that she had is it wasn't the smartest people happened to be. It wasn't people that had the most money. It was the people that were willing to come back every single day, work hard, keep trying new things, and market testing, keep adapting, keep figuring out what's good for you. And that grit.
All have antisocial personality disorder as well and lack empathy for others because you kind of have to just like that type of focus causes a lack of ability to see out other people's experiences when you're on the way to the top.
Absolutely.
I think all entrepreneurs and like leading CEOs share the exact same personality disorders as a mob boss, even a serial killer. I think some serial killer that's a little more extreme because they take their other insecurities and damages to other extremes, but they all share the same personality disorders and the same driven of like, I will not kill everyone on the way to the top, but I will definitely shove you out of the way and trample you.
Yeah, no one's stopping me. No one's stopping me at all.
Yeah,
at all.
And you have to lack empathy sometimes to get to that point. And I think so. Like I think you're right. Studying other entrepreneurs has kind of like got me where I'm at as well. Just like watching what they did and having to believe in myself. But I'm just going to try to blaze my own trail. I haven't really figured out the solid marketing. And another thing too, I was thinking like what you said, like, I can't believe no. So if you look down on my page, I have a buddy, like I'm in his wraith in the pictures. Like one of my really good friends is a brain surgeon, but like one of the top brain surgeons in the world. He's from Uganda as well.
Wow.
Good friend of mine though. We vacation together and shit. And he's even like offered like, how much money do I have to give you like to get this popping, And I've declined because I'm like, now I feel like my friend owns me. You know what I'm saying? And like, I like this dude. We vacation together and shit. I don't want to owe him money. So I'm hoping that the right person comes. It's like an actual studio. Like, yo, this is Amazon. I don't feel bad about taking your money. Hand it over. I'm going to give you guys some fucking bangers. But don't be telling me we got to water it down. You know what I'm saying?
You got to do it. You're like with Joe Rogan, bro. He licensed out to Spotify, right? He said,
what?
what?
Did they tell him to water it down once?
Well, there's a whole conflict right now because some of the people that work at Spotify are like, they don't want certain episodes to be aired. They like, some of they're specifically around like I think it's mainly focused on like transgender. There's some transgender folks at Spotify that don't like some of the stuff. It's bullshit, to be honest. It's censorship. Not to say like the concerns, I guess, but
the deal, the control began.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not going to compare myself. Those deals are just.
But the main point though is that he lies it out and he said he's like, I have control over this. Now, and at the end of the day, like the legal agreement, Spotify can't really do anything. So having someone that can help give you the money, amplify you, but not really, like I always say, just like I said a little earlier, ownership and you being able to take creative control and keep that, and don't let that corporate sense, that corporate.
We need a prospect. Like biker gangs have a prospect. We need like a kid. He's got to be about 22 to 28. Can't have a baby's mom or girlfriend. Can't be a pussy. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when we warm up, we usually pick on someone who's in the room. So we go on like a 5-10 minute just freestyle, just destroying your most horrible insecurities ever, right? Like, yeah. So your dog died. We're bringing that up for 5 minutes straight, just to warm up before we film. So we need like a prospect that'll like sleep on the couch, be the homie, not be all emotional and shit, and like be the cameraman. That's what we're lacking right now. Camera and audio man, but I need a prospect. So if anyone out there watching,
let's talk, bro. Let's talk about a few different things.
You're gonna witness and be around some fucked up shit. There's gonna be a lot of inappropriate jokes made. We're gonna stay up late. We're gonna be traveling, but I'm looking for someone right now to just be the fucking most hardcore, just Marine style roadie prospect. Just even a type of dude that will fucking throw a hot coffee in my face if I get out of line.
Bro, let me roll with you, bro. I'll throw a hot coffee in your fucking face.
Let's do
bro.
it.
Let's do it, bro. And I have like a little media collective. Like it's because I started out when I went to the recreational a few years ago. Because I worked in medical, when I was younger. But I started out in media marketing because I saw that there was just a massive, need for that. But I started a little collective. It's LBS Media or LBS Productions.
Yeah, so that's
but we got hella camera people, dude, that are hungry as fuck, that are young.
Yeah. I'll come up there and make it there. I don't care. I just want when I come. I kind of know how when you come places, people are busy. Even like in LA, I go there and my friends are very busy. I feel bad.
No, with me, bro. Yeah, no, trust me. No, you'll have a great time, and we always know. We'll do more details after this, but like
I'm gonna knock some shit out.
Dude. Yeah, bro. I know when I see. I'm pretty fucking good at like identifying trends, identifying people that know what they're talking about and know what they're doing.
We have a bus that's gonna be delivered on January 5th too. We got a Sprinter and shit, so now we have a reason to fucking tell our wives to go.
Dude, come up, and then also, like I said, on the 6th, we're gonna be in LA from the 16th to the 29th. You definitely, if you want to come to LA too, and
you guys want to go to a sick fucking facility in LA?
Yeah, bro. We want to do all. We want to do all that, dude. You know where we rent? You're renting out, bro. The house we're renting out, dude. And this is what I was gonna ask you this question at the end, bro. But we gotta hop on a track together, bro. I could freestyle a little bit here. No, I'm just kidding. But music video wise, bro. Yeah, let's do it. But we're staying at Oscar De La Hoya's crib.
Ooh, shit.
Bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, and
that's lit.
Yeah, you got. I swear, bro. If you can come, dude, definitely slide. 16th to 29th, we're shooting.
Damn, that's fucking lit.
And we also have, and we're renting out. Like we're doing some content at the mansionship, but we're also going to be. We have the production facility down in that. I don't even know the area really, but it's a legit all red cameras, super nice. So we'll just talk. Like let's just talk more. Let's talk more about.
I want to come on the fucking podcast again.
Oh, bro, if you could come on, dude, I would have you monthly, bro. I'd have you, almost more than that, bro. Like, dude, I think we could do a ton of things because like I said, bro. I also, by the way, dude, I gotta say, bro, something that I like really appreciate about you, dude, is, and I think that there's some other people out there, I think there's a lot of people out there that, I see a little of myself, I see a decent amount of myself, like from you when I see your content, like just people growing up in the black market in the illegal days. And then, I love you're representing that culture, bro. You're preserving that culture through your content that, and it's weird, bro. Cause I feel like I'm kind of a hybrid where I can, not like, I grew up, I've been trapping for a minute. Like, I don't do
Yeah,
this anymore, but like, I can also go over to the corporate side too. And I can talk to these motherfuckers too, even though a lot of them don't know what they're talking about ever. And whatever. But
well, I'm hoping too that even some of the younger people connect with it, because they're not going to remember graphics bongs and shit. You know what I mean? But I'm hoping some of the younger people too, because think about it, bro. Like the whole world is stoned now. We're not in the shadows anymore. Like this shit's like the forefront of the fucking culture. So I'm hoping that more people are getting it. You know what I mean?
bro, you are inspiring people, bro. And I think in the future you'll play even bigger. Dude, I swear to God, you already are, dude.
I just Cali Plug and them made a whole weed movie. Have you seen the trailer?
Nah, I haven't.
Yeah, you gotta see it.
I gotta check it. Yeah,
I haven't watched it yet, just the trailer. I don't know, but I see people are trying now.
Dude, they're trying, bro. And what I'm saying though too is like the every single day that goes by, bro, the wolves are at the gate when it comes to like the corporations coming in and taking over. And you're gonna start to see that in a lot of different areas, bro. And we already are seeing that. But like, and I hate, and one thing I talk a lot about,
they're taking this shit.
Yeah, no, they will initially, bro. What I'm saying is just like preserving, like having at least some remnants. I know it's gonna get low key kind of destroyed. Let's be honest, bro. It is. It's fucking gonna happen. We need something that's preserving that to really like people looking back on it, be like, that's what that time period was. Also, too, bro. People, young folks, right? Dude, like you see this with like hip hop now becoming pop culture. Like trapping has kind of become cool and stuff. Like low key, it's not like people that have been trapping for a minute, bro. It doesn't ever really end up well, bro. Like everyone's like, oh, dog, I'm gonna make all this money, bro, and I'm gonna get out. No one ever does because it's addictive, bro. It's 100% addictive, bro. And so respecting, people.
You're addicted to not doing shit.
Exactly, bro. And I'm gonna get into a question here that I really want to ask you here in a sec, but bro, like absolutely. And so hearing, people respect you, bro. People and they know, you're real, right? It's authentic. And so younger folks growing up, bro, you can give them that positive message. Now, my question is drug dealing a drug? Because I think it's a drug.
Well, do you believe that gambling is addictive?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, imagine if you woke up and gambled every second of every day with your freedom.
That's the best answer. No, that is a perfect way to put it. That is, you do have a way with words, bro. I love that answer.
I was addicted to hustling for years. Like I said, I remember I even said it in the this is only like the fourth interview, but the first interview I said, like, if you ain't never jumped out of a $150,000 truck, grabbed 3 bitches and took them back to your fucking 3-story cabin on the hill and banged them all out, you're not living. And I did it every day for years. I lived a life that every man wished they lived. Like,
yo, how are your spending habits, by the way? Because like, so personally, I guess
I was a piece of shit financially my whole life until about 4 years ago. Honestly,
because you're like, oh, I can go move a few packs here
right now. Like, I'd be fucked right now if I didn't have this dude. You know what I mean? Because I like to give it away and like play with it. But like gambling with your freedom is a high. And even when you're grabbing dope, re-upping and flipping it, it's the movement of it is a high. It's a gamble. You're gambling every second of every day. It's
absolutely, bro.
You're getting paid to gamble even. Imagine if they paid you to be at the casino. You'd be there every day.
Absolutely, bro. And you're making hella money. It's not even like you're losing a bunch like gambling now. Like you're making good money, bro, and it's consistent, right? Like
all addictions have the capability of destroying you.
Absolutely. So
wrestling can destroy you.
100%. So one thing I tell I've told different some of my homies that you still be trapping and stuff, and people that I run into, and I'm like, I hope that this is a drug, and that for example, if you're addicted to Xanax, right, you have to taper off that shit, right? Because if you don't slowly taper off, right, you're gonna fall off a cliff, right? In a way,
it's very challenging. The transition was a difficult one for me as well.
Yeah, and let me ask you about this. I
didn't have much money, and I had to trap for this. No,
100%.
Dude, there's people in skits that are fighting murder cases right now. You know what I'm saying? So like, we were trapping the first whole time we were doing this, but it hit a point where it's like, I have sponsors believing in me. I can't be out here doing this shit. And then when we started doing the scholarship with the program with the kids, like, we got to stop. It's a hard transition to make. And like you said, you can't go cold turkey, but cold turkey works. The same thing with cigarettes.
It does.
It does. It's just a matter
fall
of
off a fucking cliff though, bro.
You want to quit. What is your will? You can cold turkey cigarettes right now. But if you're weak-willed and you don't really want to quit, you'll slip up. You'll need one a day. Oh, I'm just doing it after a meal now. You know what I'm saying? Hustling's the same way. You fucking slap the cuffs on you and they start talking about 20, 30, 40 years. You might cold turkey that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you got another chance. They slap the cuffs on you, you go away for even a year, and you ain't used to that shit. You might cold turkey that shit. You might get out and say, fuck that. I ain't never going back to the streets. You know what I'm saying? You might be in the streets for a month, watch a friend of yours get gunned down, murdered right in front of your face, and cold turkey right there. There's fools get jumped into gangs, and the gang never see them ever again. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
because people get one little taste of it in cold turkey. So,
Oh yeah.
And some people go to the casino, like me personally. Dude, I've been addicted to gambling before when I was trapping. You know what I mean? It was a thing to do when you're trapping, but
It's that dopamine.
people go in there, if they lost $200, man, they want to go smack the shit out of every person that worked there, ram their car, and freak the fuck out. They'd be so offended they lost $200, and they would never go there again. You know, so cold turkey is more difficult for the weak-willed. You know,
Absolutely.
you don't need to make a transition when you make a decision. You know what I'm saying? And I played with it for a while too. And then I had a conversation with my son where I just was like, "Yo, you get ready to go to the school and play for the same cops that put me in jail. I can't do this while you are, or while they're believing in you." You know what I'm saying? And he's like, "I agree." So we went through some dark days where it was like, I'm not used to having to stress about bills and shit, bro. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, I'm never going to stop selling packs. So I started doing what I do, you know what I'm saying? And when you can jump off the couch and sell, you know, 6, 7, 8 boxes, 4 or 5 days, I'm always going to survive. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
I don't know what to do. But even now with that, I have my sponsors believe in me so much. I got to kind of just chill. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my,
Absolutely.
and like, I'm like more interested in extracts now, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm not really like, I like
The concentrates are way more efficient, right, to be dealing with, right?
I like to get fucked up.
Yeah.
So I don't really like, you know. I don't
Well,
know.
and like in terms of jigging those two, but yeah.
I like to get high on my own supply.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I like to take huge diamond hits to where I almost have
100%.
seizures and shit.
Absolutely. Let me ask you this real quick too. What, like, you know, I think that, you know, so in a way, right, you know, no matter if you go cold turkey or if you're going, what we're talking about kind of like, you know, the trap and shit, or if you're slowly, you know, going off of it or whatever. Do you personally think that like there's ever an effect on the confidence? Because like, you know, not even gonna lie, bro. When you know, like I said, I've been trapping since I was young, bro. I've had 2 phones since I was 17, 16. And like, you know, like, but is there like, and I'm more so saying this because like from growing up, bro, like you kind of build your confidence on that stuff sometimes where you're like, you know, and that's why you give out hella money, right? Like, bro, you give out all this money and stuff. And like,
who's not confident about being their own boss? I mean,
no. Yeah. But I'm saying like being the fucking man, like building your confidence on that and not building.
Look, me being who I am makes it a little easier to go online and make these jokes. You know what I mean? Because let's just say I wasn't who I am, I'll probably deal with a lot more trolling and hating and all that bullshit. You know what I mean? But me being right here, active, always around, it definitely probably deflects some of that. And then me being known in my community for what I used to be and what I was like, you know, it's just different. It's like I'm doing comedy, but I used to be a drug lord. You know,
but your value now, your value is your comedy, right?
I made a change for the better, so they recognize that. So had I not had that past history, I don't think the change for the better would have been as recognized.
Wouldn't even have been possible.
You know, and that's why, like I say openly a lot, like, yo, I love my motherfucking community because they were willing to give me a second chance. You know what I'm saying? They weren't like, nah, fuck that. He sold drugs for 20 years in this motherfucker. I'm not gonna, you know, support. They were like, all right, I'm gonna give this a chance because you know what? This is a positive thing for him. You know what I mean? So
something beautiful to come out of it, and I think it has, bro. Like
I'll never leave this community. If I got a studio deal tomorrow, made $5-10 million, I'm not gonna move to LA. You know, I might go there to work, but I'll never leave this community because of it. I like literally really love the people here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and the brands, bro, and the brands that we're giving you, like you're telling me the story earlier about that dude who wrote you the check and saying all like, and just let me, how can I help?
Yeah,
bro. You know, I feel comfortable doing that if that was possible for me because I can tell, bro, you're a loyal guy, right? So for brands, right? You're, dude, you know, day ones, right? You know.
I think right now the focus, man. I need to talk more about a cameraman. I just need to make a movie of so much substance that it becomes undeniable. Like I'm so tired of them overlooking me, like the Netflix and like they don't want to. All right, that's fine. I understand. So now I'm gonna create something that's just so fucking. Like I said, it's gonna be something so powerful. Imagine, like, I don't know, Menace to Society is such a beautiful piece of work. I don't ever want to compare anything I do to that because I feel like those dudes are like the brothers and shit that made that. The directors are like, Those dudes are artists. Like they laid out a culture for you that was so real in a way that you couldn't stop watching because you wanted to know more about it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Even what's another movie? The movie Mel Gibson did about the Aztecs.
What's it called?
Was it called Aztec?
No. It's Calypso or
Calypso. Gripping as fuck.
fucking
Couldn't
crazy.
stop
Dude.
watching, man. Art, so I'm not gonna compare myself to dudes like this, but I'm hoping to make like just something more than just like the phone and us fucking around, like a little substance kind of movie,
Bro, let's cook, bro.
I want to make something. I've always wanted to make something make somebody cry.
Bro,
So,
I dude,
I want to do it.
I think you definitely can, bro. I think you
whether it's laughing or crying, like you
that's
can laugh.
when you said it the first time early on, I was like, bro, it could be like I was gonna say I didn't want to interrupt you, but I was like, it could be from laughing. Like you literally just made me cry. I hope you know that earlier.
Yeah,
you really did. I'm not joking. Like you like I was dying, bro. You go like you gotta be careful about the brand. You got you got little mama coming out the house with the crip walk with her tits out and your brands. That shit just made me cry. Dude, I was dying, bro.
Humble, I'm gonna take you somewhere and you're gonna be like, are those bitches right there crip walking with their titties out?
Bro. Crip walking at the gas station, bro. Yeah.
That's my mom, asshole. That's how she walks. She has her knee braces on. What the fuck's wrong with you? Jesus. Is that bitch crip walking with her titties out? No, dude, it's my mom. They're really saggy. She has on a small shirt and her leg braces are on.
Bro, it's just how she's got to walk, bro. The doctors is on
hopscotch with her grandkids, you piece of shit. It's on the sidewalk. Jesus.
Bro. Okay, bro. Let me. I want to share how. Like, so, how long are we at, dude? By the way, are you cool to keep going? I feel like.
Yeah, just start blasting off the questions.
Let's keep going, bro. Yeah.
So we got a couple more minutes. Let's roll it out. Roll them questions out.
Let's roll them out. Dun, 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 dun. R.I.P. by the way to
Alex Trebek.
Alex
If you're
Trebek.
gonna R.I.P. someone, bud, you got to remember their name.
You're right, dog. I mean, yeah. I mean, nowadays, bro. Yeah. No, I feel you.
I've always wanted to do coke with that guy. R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. Bro. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Nothing would have been more refreshing than doing a gacker on a yacht with Alex Trebek.
Doing a fucking gorilla finger, bro, with fucking trivia. 500 for technology.
Yeah. All right, what do you got? And for your viewers, I apologize about this facial hair. I don't walk around looking like this on purpose. This was a Wesley. It was for a purpose.
Nah, bro, you do. It looks savage, bro. By the way, dude, the mullet, by the way, that's $1 million mullet.
Tactually, I appreciate
killing it. You actually you killing it, OG. Seriously. Okay, let's see. We got these all over the fucking place though, real quick. Okay. In terms of so one of the topics I talk a lot about is like mailing cannabis, right? In terms of seeing how there's different generations of like trappers, kind of that, the older generation, obviously kind of old school, like we're going to drive it to the East Coast, and younger generations like, no, dog, we're going to send that, 500 packs in 10 or 5 different, USPS boxes. Is that a thing, or how long have people been sending cannabis, honestly?
I started sending packs in 1997.
So it's been around for a minute.
Yeah. And I taught 2005. I taught a lot of people how to send packs. A lot of big time trappers.
I did a video on that actually, and I did a video of like where's my I got a few vacuum seals and stuff. But bro, people are hitting me up like, dude, take that shit down, and I was like.
There's a famous dude. He ended up getting murdered in Trenton, New Jersey. African D. He's from Liberia. He's a famous trapper. He did a lot of work in New Jersey. But I taught this dude how to send packs. This fool was like a millionaire, like balling before they killed him. There's a couple people back in the day, big timers that I showed. People used to get mad almost when they find out what I was doing before packs were real popular. And I learned it from an old ass dude from Richmond. Like an old ass fool, 71, sending packs to his nephew.
So it's been a minute, right? So there must have been.
So this was even back early stages where I was taking really sugary trim, and I would fucking put it in a trash compactor and make it as hard enough brick as I could, and then wrap it in cellophane hundreds of times and box it up and send it to Connecticut. And I was getting really good money off that shit for a long time when I was younger. And my cousin came and I made some in front of him, and he was like, dude, I thought these were packs from Jamaica or something. This is trim. So he burnt me on the next one. We never talked. He
Oh.
ran off on the next pack. He was like, fuck you. You've been selling me trim for $1,200 a pound for the last 5 years, you piece of shit.
Bro, and that skit, that's why that skit killed me, bro. Like, bro, I've been threatened, you know, because back in the day, we'd meet people down in fucking Tacoma Airport because they all fly in and shit for medical. It was all medical, right? So it was legal, whatever. But, bro, yeah, bro, the whole, like,
mail, though, right now, like, I believe maybe some trappers are doing it, but.
oh, bro, they are 100%.
Dude, yeah, like, we all
But it's
know
too much
it.
volume.
Like,
There's too many of them, bro.
God damn, it sucks when you lose one, bud. It sucks.
That's where it started going downhill. I don't even know if I might cut this part out too. I don't really, but like I lost 40 racks in the mail because these fucking idiots were smoking with the box of the residue.
Yeah.
Dumb shit. But
you know what? And the thing is too is like there's smarter ways to do things. I mean, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's not very hard to open up accounts places and shit. You know. So.
No, absolutely.
You know, the people out there doing what they do, and a lot of these youngsters like. In California, bro, that EDD shit, we had like out of overnight, 150,000 people out of nowhere were trapping hard as fuck and had hella money. You know what I'm saying? The price of indoor went sky high. We were just yanking people, you know, because they're all getting 14,000 for it. So the motherfucker who never had money before, lightweight scammer, low-level criminal, just now has 140 bands. First thing they think they're going to do, go buy some packs, send them triple their money. Think it's that easy. You know what I'm saying? So I watched hella people go from just got 100 bands off EDDs, come up here, bought some packs, thought they were going to go somewhere and ship them to the people that they shipped them to didn't pay because it was the first one. They never had no real relationship with them or shit got lost or, you know what I mean? And now I've watched a lot of people dwindle, but that shit was wild. When that shit first hit, bro, like all those people getting that money, that like there was people out here everywhere just balling out. You know what I mean? Prices went up like $5.
Yeah,
you know,
bro.
it was cool.
And it's still it's the amount of the Instagram trappers, bro, like the fucking
Snap
like
that shit like that. I don't really think that shit leads to much though.
It doesn't, bro. It's just there's so many of them, bro. There's millions of those accounts, bro. Like that are like sending like I think with the rise of like the dark web, right? I mean, with like the Silk Road, right? That I think also brings that element.
The Silk Road is like if you're thinking dark web.
Dark web's been around for a minute, but
yeah, but like it like as far as dark web drugs, like there's like lots of outlets. There's so many people involved in that like shit that me and you would never even fathom. Like you can
absolutely
order right to your door. Like I had a buddy who had some e-pills and shit. He's like, yo, I found this site. It was like some random one I've never even heard of. He's like, this dude just sends them to me, and I'm like, do you trust me? He's like, I had them tested. He's like, they're fucking
and they have people review them. They have people review them.
And I'm like, how is this a thing? Not something I would personally do, though.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not with that shit. I don't want no one sending me no money. Don't send me nothing in the mail. I don't got no address. Only because I've been there, done that. I don't need that kind of stress in my life.
Yeah, you don't need that. Yeah, I feel you on that, bro. The stress, dude. Yeah, I feel a lot older than I am.
I've lost some big ones. It sucks.
Yeah. Oh man, and the stress too the whole time.
Yeah.
Like I saw the other one too. You did too. Like, bro, I thought you were about to call me. Like, wait, you know that whole time period of when you're waiting, bro. I
want to do one where you take a dab and you're so fucked up you have to speak to your kids in sign language because you're trying not to die, but they actually know your shit. Because that happens sometimes too. Like, can I have a Pop-Tart? I'm like, banana.
Definitely, bro. Definitely do that, bro. Bro, I think that you're just. I think you're a wealth of potentially making amazing content. Like whether it's your comedy, whether it's your stories, like the dude you're talking about from Liberia, bro. Like those kind of like.
I'm hoping something pops, bro.
It will pop, bro. I honestly promise you, bro.
Scripts written right now, a couple seasons of different style shows. I have a lot of stuff written, bro, that not necessarily for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I probably have like 2,400 skits right now written for other people, for female characters, for older gentlemen, young people. You know, like I got a lot of shit put up. So
you got a lot of value, bro. Like
I'm hoping someone will be like, yo. Well, see, another thing too, I had an offer for some of my stand-up that I wrote, but it was like a thing where I would continuously submit material, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think of the value of it in a continuous form. I would think of it as like each joke is worth so much, you know what I'm saying? So like if I have like a room shaker, what they say in like freestyle rap battle, like a room shaker, if I have a joke I know is going to drop the house down, if I have a story stand-up that I know is going to kill, why would I continuously submit that? because now they can go do whatever they want with it. So it's not really fair to me, you know?
Absolutely.
But I had an offer on some stand-up that I wrote that I turned down. It wasn't really like any money. It was more like, give us all your material and then like we'll pay you some money to let us listen to it, basically, you know? And I was like, no. But I'm hoping, dude, if things open back up, I'm going to stop being a pussy and I'm going on stage and performing. And I'm hoping that some of it's going to.
Well, dude, before, bro, I was actually serious too. If like in this, you know, like I said, we could talk about it, but like come up to Seattle, we could shoot it. It could be kind of a practice run. You could like see it, maybe put the content out. We have a whole production facility. We've had like legit professional like comedians
if
perform.
things open back up, bro, I'm not missing an event ever again. Like I'm not staying home for another weekend ever again for the rest of my life if things go back to even somewhat normal. Like I'm over. I realize now I should have been moving back then. And then, like I said, for a while, I thought maybe Humboldt County was like the pinnacle of my, like, well, what I was going to do. This was the center of it.
It's just the beginning.
And then going to Detroit and seeing all the big time shit that's going on. And then people out there like recognized us and were very hospitable and like friendly. And I'm like, whoa, you know, we got to get out here more. You know, now we're going to go to Oklahoma. I've been in LA. Which is crazy, bro. I met some people in LA that were fucking crazy, bro. Like they knew the skits word for word, and one of them, the lady was worth like $800 million. Like, we were like on our jet when we had the meeting, and this was just about a product they had, like a vape pen.
I believe it, bro. Because that's real, bro. You're authentic, bro.
It's really cool that it's like not just trappers too. Like some other people have paid attention. So we'll hope the right person catches it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I want to come back on the podcast too, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. Of course, dude. Are you kidding me, dude? I have, because like I said, bro, I like personally, I relate to you. Like, bro, I have like had people. I've had all time. I've had my friends on this pod. I've had this 23rd episode. I've had a couple of my friends on the podcast. I've had just random other people. I've had, you know, CEOs. Like, bro, you know the guy who started Canopy Growth, bro. You know the guy who started Canopy Growth, Bruce Linton.
Yeah.
He's on this. He's episode number 20.
Oh, sick! I'm gonna check it out. Hell yeah!
Yeah, check that out. I got some. But
stay
like,
in touch, bro. I want to come back on. This isn't the last time.
Oh, absolutely no. We're gonna, dude. I already know, bro. I already know, bro.
And I'm gonna post it all over my story for anybody on Instagram. Follow me. Stay in touch.
Plug in those. What is it? CJ underscores or Humboldt?
CJ underscore Humboldt. Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Thank you for having me, bro. I'm super pumped. I want to come back on. I mean it though, like at least once a month.
Oh, bro, are you kidding me, dude? No, I 100%. This is gonna happen, 100%, dude. I'm glad. I hope, like, I know, like, we were talking a little bit. You didn't really know me that well. I think we've kind of got to know each other. I mean, I know you.
No, it's so crazy. I didn't even know my fucking phone number was on Instagram, and he called. He's like,
bro.
I'm like, wait, what? I started panicking. I'm like, yo, what the fuck's happening? So yeah, that was dope, bro. So yeah. That's real shit. Good call. Thank you. I appreciate you making the call. And
thank you for calling me back, bro. It was like 9 p.m. This is like 2 days ago for you listening.
I was so blitzed too. I was like, wait, my phone number on Instagram. I started getting hella weird. Then I looked and you could. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, you just gotta. Yeah, I've had it too happen to me before.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna go because I think my roommate's friend is fucking blowing up the phone.
No, you're good.
I apologize for all the interruptions, everybody, but it was great talking with you, bro. Hit me back.
All right, brother. I appreciate y'all. Okay, guys. So this is episode 23 of the Frame Flower podcast. This is with the legendary CJ Humboldt of the Black Market Vikings. Go check him out. Thank you so much, by the way.
Text me an address. Make Talon send you some merch.
Yes. Talon, by the way, I see what, I mean, you're really smart for managing this guy because I see it, dude. This guy's going to be big.
We'll keep the last coming.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, he's just here to manage the card, so I don't buy it for Grandma Rosin every day.
Spend all the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
All right, fellas.
Yeah. Anyway, bro, I appreciate y'all.
All right, bro.
You, man.
All right. Peace.